Welcome back to another episode of Ark Geographics. Last time we took a closer look to some of the different biomes which are around Viking Bay. But today we will check out the snowy peaks of the mountains. Let's take a closer look at this very flat area on top of this mountain. Of course, there are not as many plants as in the thick green jungle which is further down. But that is because of the freezing temperature. Although there aren't that many plants, the few that are here are a valuable food source for basically all herbivores that live in the freezing tundra. One of those herbivores that lives here is the prehistoric deer known as Megaloceros. This animal is very friendly and usually spends its time by feeding on the few bushes that grow around here. Although this creature looks like it could defend itself with those giant antlers, it rather prefers to run away at any sight of danger. One of the most dangerous predators that lives here is Canis maxderis, also known as the direwolf. Very similar to the wolves we have on Earth, those creatures hunt in packs. Usually with one pack leader. These wolves are way larger and way more aggressive as their modern day counterparts. Alone they're not much of a threat, but in a pack of 3 or more they're incredibly deadly. They can easily kill creatures much larger than themselves. In the center of this area, there's a medium-sized lake with a few ice floes on top of them. Ark Geographics, prehistoric ancestors of penguins. Luckily for them, they're only in danger when they go to the shores of this lake, because most predators don't want to go in the freezing cold water of this lake. But there's one predator that can resist the cold water. This is none other than the Australopithecus, a strange dinosaur which belongs to the Megaraptor family. This dinosaur adapted to the cold climates of snowy biomes. It is one of the largest predators that lives in the tundra. The Australopithecus prefers primary prey, which is the Kairuku, because of the organic polymer within their bodies. The dinosaur feeds on the polymer to strengthen its own organic polymer defense, which is just underneath its skin. Thanks to the organic polymer defense beneath its skin, it cannot freeze even in the coldest environments of this earth. Let's take a closer look at one of the biggest creatures that lives in the tundra, the woolly mammoth. Usually those herbivores live in herds, and it's very rare that you see only one roaming around the tundra and snowy peaks. Killing one of them isn't a problem for most carnivores, but usually they don't attack mammoth when they're with more of their kind. But luckily, this herbivore is friendly towards most creatures and only fights when it has to. It defends itself with a giant tusk and its own body weight. But for now, this is enough about the tundra and its creatures. Let's take a closer look at another unique biome. This is only one swamp that is on this island, and the smallest as well. This biome is surrounded by small mountains and cliffs. Trees that grow here are perfect food source, and that's why some herbivores that live on top of the cliffs come down here to feed on the trees or the plants. But of course not without a risk. In the shallow water lurks great danger. The Deinosuchus, a great crocodilian, which uses the element of surprise to hunt its prey. Usually this monster waits until something gets too close, and then it attacks. The Deinosuchus can easily break bones and inflict massive bleeding wounds on its prey, thanks to its strong jaw and sharp teeth. Not a carnivore, not a herbivore, but an omnivore is this giant creature, the Deinocheirus, that's also lives in the swamp. This creature might look like a close relative of the Therizinosaurus, but it's more related to the Gallimimus. In fact, it is the largest member of the Gallimimus family. But unlike its cousin, this creature is very aggressive towards other creatures that come too close. But usually it spends its time feeding on its favorite food, fish. Thanks to its strong arms and claws, most predators don't even want to attack this giant, because the Deinocheirus is incredibly good at combat and tries to hit the attacker at a spot where it hurts the most. In the middle of the swamp, there's a hill, and on top of that hill, there's a big castle. Some of the few human remains on this island. Nobody knows what happened to the humans, but the only inhabitants that live in this castle are giant arachnids, such as the Araneo and the big prehistoric bat known as Onyx. Both of those creatures can live for a long time without food. The Araneo waits until one of the Onyx or the other Araneos finally dies, to feed on the carcass. And yet again, today we've only seen a little bit more of this beautiful island known as Ragnarok. Join us in the next episode, where we will check out the different mountains and the beautiful pine forest which are further away from the swamp castle. I hope you enjoyed the third episode of Ark Geographics. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Have a nice day, and I will see you guys in the next episode.